What's up? Here on the Chill and Heal show, Chill Girl Crissy, Alderman in Ward 6, and here with my good friend Dan Mowery. We will always be fueling your mind with goodness, sharing, being real, being raw, overcoming, letting go, and connecting. That is like the biggest thing. So today we're going to do a special show. I say a special show. Every day is a special show,
Yes,
I
is.
feel like. Because it really is all about connecting. And the elections are underway in Manchester. Last day to sign up is tomorrow. I officially signed up. Brendan, can you show my picture? Do I look happy? There is a picture. I'm like, yay! And so this is the third time I'm signing. Well, yeah, my third election, right?
Yep.
Because I had the special election. And this is what I love, is getting involved and connecting. Because if I didn't jump in because of my good friend, Alderman Sebastian Sharonoff, I wouldn't have met you.
Right.
Because what happens is, we stay in our little niches in the world, and it's just so important to reach out a little bit more. We go to work. I mean, I've been here, lifelong resident. I love Manchester. I get to meet so many people. I have so many great friends. Just love our community. But sometimes we just need to do something different. So jumping into politics was, and actually, to me, it's serving my community.
It's always serving when you run for politics. I mean,
Yeah.
You're serving your community, you're serving your city, you're serving your constituents.
Yeah.
And, which is, Ward 6 is very happy to have you. We love you. You do everything that to the best of your ability.
I know. There's a lot of things that I want to do even better.
There is things, but
and there's learning curves along the way.
Right.
And it's just, so grateful you're here.
I know, and just let people know that this is not Community Connection.
Yeah, it's not Community Connection. This is a Chill and Heal show.
That's why I'm on this side of the table. So.
Because that's Daniel's show, Community Connection, and I get to co-host with him, and I love to do that every other Thursday,
Yes.
which is so much fun. And it was really, what I loved is, first of all, you bring the community together. Ward 6 strong. Amazing people that I wouldn't have necessarily have met if I didn't run for alderman.
Yes.
And we showed up to City Hall together to sign up, and it was such a blessing at the blood drive that you just had at St. Pius, which, Daniel, you go above and beyond for all of us, and I just can't thank you enough.
Well, it's my pleasure to serve our ward. Very good.
And here you go, serving again.
Serving again.
Serving it. So you have friends and family.
CPR coming up August 9th. It's lay people. It's an hour and a half, 2-hour course. So it's going to post it to all the most of the Catholic churches in Manchester. And anyone who wants to sign up can. $35 for the class, and all the money is donated to the Friends of St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry.
Wow.
So all that money will be donated to help the needy, and because I am about helping the needy like you are, but I make sure that people are getting fed. Is the thing. We have a lot of people, and we serve a lot of people every Saturday morning from 9 to 9:30. We give out food, and I have great volunteers who help.
Oh, the best.
The
best.
Just, and the thing is helping the community is the best thing you can do. By getting out and doing things, and we know there's a lot of people that, they look down on us for things that we do because we're trying to make the community better. We're trying to help people, So, anyways, yeah.
So how exciting was that? We all signed up together. We do have a group shot of Ward 6 strong with Louise Goslin, Roger Goslin, Chastis, who's running in Ward 6 for school board.
Sue Lord, who's a selectman. Roger Goslin, who's selectman. Christine Mole, who's running for selectman. Dawn, I forget Dawn's name. That train's driving me crazy.
I know the train is a little much.
Yeah, Dawn is running for ward clerk. So, and I am not running for office. I was there as a support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you were there. You're always supporting.
I always support the candidates because I try to vet them as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and I stand behind our elected officials, even though if some elected officials that we do have are good, but we're not in the same aisle. But as long as they do what they say they're going to do, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think, when we say we're going to do something, we need to do it. And our word really matters.
Yes.
And you are a man of action and so blessed that you are my dear friend. It's like one of those, phone a friend.
Yeah, she phoned me last night and said, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
It's been a little while since you've been on the Jill and Neil
I know.
show.
We're on every other week together, but it was
Yeah.
like, okay, yes, I will come. And so.
Yeah, and it's what I love is sometimes it's like we have to get uncomfortable to do the things that we are meant to do.
Yeah.
And for instance, I don't love to public speak. That's
I
like
don't either.
a
I'm shy.
lot. I'm shy too. But when you're passionate about so many different things, we have to speak up.
Yeah.
We have to raise our hand. I always say, come to the alderman meetings and the school board meetings and speak your mind.
August 5th is the next Board
Yes.
of Alderman meeting, so make sure that's going to be a big one. Then we'll find out who's going to run Friday at 5 o'clock. We'll find out. 5:30 will be posted probably of who's going to run. Right now, there's a lot of people that are not being have opponents in the race, but we hear that 4 o'clock today there could be more people. 5 o'clock, 5:30 on Friday, we'll know exactly who's running.
Yeah.
And after watching the Will and Joe show, I think a lot of things are going to happen.
Yeah, it should be really interesting.
It
And that-
should be. If you watched the Will and Joe show last night, let me tell you,
Off the charts.
It was off the charts, and I applaud Will and Joe. They do a great job.
Yeah, and thank you for fighting for so many years. And we have so many great leaders in Manchester,
Oh, we
and
do.
the people that put their necks out on the line. And Brendan, Manchester Public Access TV, can't thank you guys enough, for giving us a voice.
Yeah. And if
Giving
it
us
was-
a voice.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's hard to, share what's going on unless you have a little bit of a platform. And plus, it's not just sharing what's going on, but it's getting people involved. That's really, really important. Your voice matters. Your experiences matter. We need your problem-solving skills. We need everything put on the table. I always say, listen, it's #no labels. We need to put everything on the table, everything. And then we make good decisions together as a community for what's best for Manchester and the people of Manchester.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
is,
just so
yeah.
important.
It is. Get off your butt, get out and do something. It doesn't matter if it's just picking up litter or helping someone do something, if it's help mow someone's lawn, help, whatever. Get out and do something. You got, even if you if you live in a neighborhood where you can put a cooler out on the street and, like today, these poor sanitation workers, Mike and his crew in our ward, they know they can stop at my house and they can grab water, and that's just,
See what I mean? Like, you are like
it's
$4
$4 a day. $4 a day to give 32 or 36 bottles of water out. $4 a day just to make someone smile, to know
Yeah.
that you care.
That is priceless.
That
To make
is-
someone smile is priceless.
Yeah, and it's just water. That's all you got. Or you can just go out and say, hey, thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your hard work. There's someone else in our neighborhood that gives out chips. Someone else gives out Gatorade. So,
That's just so sweet.
it is. Ward 6 is amazing.
Yeah. Well, you're an extraordinary leader. You have been here 6 years, right?
Yep.
And you've brought our community together.
Yep.
And I mean, everyone. And it Democrats, Republicans, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Independents, we're people.
Yeah.
And
It's-
we love our community, and we want safe neighborhoods, and we want to protect our neighborhoods, and we want what's right for Manchester.
Yeah.
And that's why we work together.
Yeah. Speaking of Ward 6, our neighborhood, and it just came out the other day, and I tried to join it, and I got bombed, I got booted out. It's the neighborhood walk Facebook page. I forget the name exactly. It's a bunch of mothers out strolling with their little babies. It looked like a gang of mothers. It was
Oh
so
my
funny, like
gosh.
6 or 7 of them. They all had their strollers, and they were walking in our
That's
neighborhood.
so excellent.
So Holt Avenue Community has Holt Ave Community, has Holt Ave Community Crime Watch, has these baby mothers with babies walking.
That's so
It was so fun.
excellent.
It was because I hit join and I got booted off a day later. It's like you have no kids. You're
So
not a
if
mother.
you don't have kids, you can't join it.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's what you find, the people that you connect with.
Yep.
And then you share. And
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I said, why can't we have walking with the old folks? And someone said, oh, you could be the president of it. It's like, that's rude. That's just rude. That's just rude.
Well, you are a leader.
I
You
am a
are
leader, but I
little
don't
bit
feel old.
No, so I always say forever young.
Yeah.
I'm 55.
I'm 60, so
I'm proud of every year.
I got a year
I've
and a half.
owned all my lessons, and I'm
Yeah.
sure I have lots more to learn.
None of us are perfect.
No, perfectly imperfect. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I actually have a shirt that says that.
That's why you know.
Perfectly imperfect.
Well, nice. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you do so much, and people got to
Listen,
realize.
you do so much too.
I know, but
And there's so many people that do so much.
there's tons
There's so
of-
many.
But the thing is, I always go back to it all the time. Is you're an alderman, okay, and you
And first of all, I want to say I'm so grateful to serve, and I'm grateful that I put my hat in the ring for mayor. Because we have to stand up for what we believe in, but then we have to follow our gut and go, all right, what I didn't want, I needed to make sure Ward 6 was protected
Yes.
with common sense leadership.
Yep.
What I say I'm gonna do, I'm going to do. And for me, my heart is in Ward 6, my heart is in all of Manchester, but even if I won by the grace of God, if we would have lost Ward 6 to someone who is not gonna have common sense,
Right.
know.
And the thing is, people.
and we don't want higher taxes. We want to
No.
be smarter with the taxpayer money. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And people got to realize, it doesn't matter if it's Crissy, Ward 6 alderman, or a alderman for another community or whatever. Aldermen can only do so much. You can email them, you can text them, you can call them, and say, okay, my road is crap. Okay, so she calls DPW.
Which I love DPW.
Yeah, and they're great.
They're great, but there's only so much money there.
Yeah.
And
so you can only email them and say, hey, okay, so and so on this street is complaining that there's potholes everywhere. Okay, it's on the list. It's about prioritizing, and the thing is, people got to realize it doesn't. Crissy can only do so much.
And that's why we need you to come to City Hall and speak up for your concerns, what you see. And because your voice matters. And I want to do a special shout out to Nori. Happy
yes.
birthday to Nori, an extraordinary woman leader. I've known her since she was a little girl. I used to blow dry her mom's hair. Yeah, she is amazing. And she is the leader with Brian Cole of the Common Sense Conservative PAC, supporting Common Sense conservatives in their run for election. I lost my train of thought because all of a sudden I thought about her birthday and I wanted to do a shout out. How?
We were talking about getting things
so,
done.
Yeah, so she came out back in 2023, I think at the beginning of 2023, and she came out in full force with Joe Kelly Lavasser's support and guidance with a lot of other people and business owners to stop the insanity of all the encampments. So when you say your voice doesn't matter, be inspired by those around us. And at that time, it was Joyce Craig. She was running the city. The tent cities were out of control.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she connected with Joe Kelly Lavasser, but they connected and he fought for them. And most importantly, he can be a voice for so many, which I'm glad he's been a voice. I always voted for him for decades. But it's more impactful hearing from you. So you have to show up to City Hall. You have to speak up 3 minutes of what you see. I know that's why I ran for mayor for the short time that I ran, is because people are still upset with what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have all this enabling going on. We need real solutions, and we need to protect the vulnerable people. We need to protect our neighborhoods. We do. It's definitely cleaner than before, but we need to truly clean up Manchester and clean up the corruption in Manchester as well.
And also, you got to realize, you know, when you ran last time, people bashed you and lied about you,
I know.
and they're still lying. And you were exonerated, and I think, you know, it needs to come from the
Yeah,
mayor's.
it also came like 8 months later.
Yeah, and it's
You
going
know,
to come
only
it-
because
yeah.
someone kept emailing the
Yeah.
city,
They keep on emailing. So I think,
and because I kept saying, "Hey, what is going on? Like, this is ridiculous."
yeah,
You
people
know?
that lie and file charges against, it doesn't matter if you're a rep or an alderman or anything like that. When you lie about someone and you slander them, and or you put things, write a op-ed in the paper or something like that about someone, you need to be accountable if it comes out that you lied. Okay, or if you have something done to someone and they have to go to court and you don't show up, then, you know, these are the things that needs to be held. People need to be held accountable
People
for their.
need to be accountable for their words.
Yes.
Period. And I mean, in anything, I've said this forever, if someone accuses someone of something and it ends up not being true and they are proven to have been lying, and I'm talking about, you know, people, you know, let's talk about, you know, a crime. Say someone said that they did something and really they didn't, and you could 100%, that person that lied should be held accountable.
Yeah.
That is what's wrong with our justice system, 100%. I always say, Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yeah.
Lie, lie, lie. For me, Tulsi Gabbard,
Ah.
that's the kind of woman that represents me. I should have sent the picture of Tulsi and I when I met her to Brendan so I could show it,
Yeah.
but I have it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Because no matter what the cost is for telling the truth, that's what we have to do. And I
Yeah.
always think about General Flynn. He's like, whatever the cost, you deliver the truth, whatever the cost.
Yeah.
It's just important. The truth matters, and the truth will set us free.
Yep.
And the more we enable people and more we let things go, the more people think they can just keep getting away with it.
Yeah.
And it's just unhealthy for our
Yeah.
community, and we need to chill and heal our community.
We do. We need to chill and heal. And the thing is now the election is coming up, and we were always told that there was no election, false election, or that guy who just
Oh.
got arrested.
I know.
And the thing is, before I lose track, okay, this guy got arrested for he was illegal. He was in the voting, and he's been suing and that. And also, if you do an absentee ballot, okay, you have to have a good cause to do an absentee ballot election. And if you are found to be lying because you don't want to go out in public, you do an absentee ballot and you're sitting in your home on election day and you can get out, I'm pretty sure that's against the law too. And I think it's being cracked down on. People are being, it's time to investigate these people that want to sit at home and bash everyone. Then they don't want to go out in public or to the city council and say anything, but they want to bash. Then they lie. It's time to hold these people accountable. Sorry for my jacket. This is not the one I wanted, but it looks like crap on me. So-
You look handsome.
Oh yeah, please. Those days are over. Like 40 years ago.
So it's just about standing up and doing what's right.
Yeah.
And you know what? To clear the, to have a clean slate, you have to come clean. And I think it's just so important to come clean. Maybe there could be some forgiveness. If you don't come clean,
Yeah, there is that.
you know,
And
I mean,
that's-
forgiveness is for you, yourself, you know, that's how I look at it, because we just can't have people like rent space in your head. That's why it's important to forgive people, and I forgive a lot of people.
The thing is, we're
And
supposed
I ask for forgiveness as
Oh,
well,
yeah, you
because
have
I'm
to.
not perfect.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, Jesus said to forgive people for everything. Because you forgive them does not mean that you have to let them back in your life. Does not mean
Yeah.
you have to forget it. But
Right.
just forgive them and just let it go on.
Yeah.
People, that's what the problem is people like to not forgive.
Yeah.
None of us are perfect. There was one person perfect, and they crucified him. So let me tell you, suck it up, Buttercup. Just get over it. So.
Yeah, no, I think it's really important. There's things in our lives that we've had, I mean, who hasn't had some form of trauma in their life?
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's trauma is a different, like might be traumatic for someone else might not be traumatic for someone else. So we can't judge each other on what traumatizes each of us, because we all have different experiences. But it's just so important to work through our trauma and forgive. Forgiveness is part of the healing process. And even if it's the worst thing ever, I promise you, with forgiveness, there is healing.
Oh, yeah. Forgiving people.
And even when you think that you can't forgive, you can.
Yep.
You can.
You just,
for me, hand it over to Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Help
true.
me
Amen to
handle
that.
this.
But the thing is you got to realize, if you don't forgive someone, it's eating you up. It's
Yes.
not eating them up. They don't care. They've already done their trauma to you, so they don't
Yeah,
care.
they're just waiting to get you again.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're just letting it happen over and over and over. So forgive them, forget them, if you want to.
And then you got to laugh it off.
Oh, yeah. Please. I'm telling you, there are some people out
We
there.
could have a great comedy show.
Yeah, we could. There's some people out there I've forgiven for their ignorance and their hatred towards me. But the thing is, I can go to sleep at night feeling that I've done good. You can go to sleep at night for feeling that you've done good for our city. So if you haven't done anything good for your city or your neighborhood, you're the issue. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it.
No, this is
therapy. This
I
is
know.
like so good.
This
I love
is unusual from our show, from my show to yours. Yeah,
I know, because we talk about for here we talk about everything.
everything.
From what's happening in our personal lives. We talk about what's happening in government. We talk about what's happening in different businesses. And I actually wanted to share, I love Fresh Chef Cafe. They are extraordinary young women, Abby and Shari, down Fresh Chef Cafe right down the street on Canal Street. They have the best smoothies, great place to chill. I had I wanted to share them with you. I have them in the car, though. Protein balls. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to share it because it's so delicious. So it's about sharing the goodness and fueling our mind, body, and soul with goodness. But it's also about digging deep and overcoming things.
Speaking of sharing and feeling good,
Yeah.
I felt good. So I had to go to the doctor this morning because I'm having a little knee issue when I go to genuflected church. It feels like someone's shoving a sharp pin in my thing. And I almost swore in church because it almost came out because I have no filter. Anyway, so I go at Dartmouth Hitchcock over in Bedford to my PCP, and I get on the scale. I lost 2.5 pounds in 2 weeks.
Whoa.
No, 4 weeks. 4 weeks, 2.5 pounds. And my
awesome.
doctor always
Do you feel
tells
good?
me, yes, I do. And now I'm like really happy. And my doctor always tells me you need to lose weight, as he needs to lose more weight than I do. And I've known my PCP for a long time.
That's
I said,
awesome.
this is like the pot calling the kettle black. He says, shut up, I'm your PCP. I said, shut up, I'm your patient. But anyways, yeah.
Well,
It is
when you
because I'm
care,
walking.
so that's the thing is when you care, you hold your friends accountable.
Yes.
In a kind way.
In a kind way.
But
I'm
yes,
not kind.
Walking,
I'm not kind.
Yes, you are.
I am far from kind.
But walking, we've got to move.
Yep.
Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going.
And I do want to set out one thing, because some people from the North Country have lost a big icon in the North Country. Dorothy Hodgson, a friend of mine for 30-some years, who died at the age of 70 the other day. Her wake is tonight and her funeral is tomorrow, but of course I'm packed and I can't go. Dorothy was a big advocate for the Lions Club. She did a lot of stuff for the Lions Club. She's a big member of the Methodist Church up there. The North Country, I bet you that funeral and that wake is going to be packed. I guarantee you it's just... Anyways, God rest your soul, Dorothy, a.k.a. Naughty Dottie.
Oh my.
That's where I got all my snide remarks from her. But anyways, sorry about that.
No. thank you for the reminder. We lost someone in Manchester, Mrs. Chasen, lifelong resident, extraordinary mother, hairstylist, and the Chasen family, amazing family. John, Max, Ann passed away, was a hairdresser. I went to school with her, sweetheart. Extraordinary people, and so much heartache, and my deepest condolences to the whole entire family. Really, really sad. And you know, these are women. For me, they're so relatable. Being a hairstylist, you stand behind the chair, you're connecting with so many people, you're loving so many people, you're, you know, therapy and problem solving and
Hear the
loving, and
gossip.
the beautiful family and the beautiful family that she has, you know. Deepest condolences and thoughts and prayers for the whole entire Chasen family. It's so hard to lose your mom. It's just so hard.
Let me tell you, it is. My parents been dead 13 years this year. My mother, 13 years, June 12th, 14th. And my father, September 6th. My late partner, September 6th. Cancer, 2012. You know, sometimes trauma hits you in all different ways, but the thing is, you got to give up. Not give up. You got to get up in the morning, and you got to put on your big boy pants or big girl pants, and you got to continue on, because God is there with you every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And they're cheering us on, and that's. Oh, I know we have to wrap up.
So it always goes so fast.
It goes so fast. God bless Manchester, our great community.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Our Board of Aldermen.
And yes, and many blessings to everyone, and just love on each other and connect, and just remember, we're not promised tomorrow, so reach out and share your love and forgive and love harder, even when it's hard sometimes.
And watch us next week on
And watch-
Community Connection.
Yes, until next time, stay chill.